Most people believe wealth belongs to the clever, the credentialed, the naturally gifted. But wealth, in truth, belongs to the strategically aware. One of Machiavelli's core principles was that fortune rewards those who move with purpose, not pedigree. I once thought you needed an elite background to get rich, until I stood in a room of high earners and realized something sobering. Intelligence was not the currency there. One man stumbled through a stage presentation, clearly lacking charisma, presence, or wit, but he casually mentioned he couldn't break past $400,000 a month. In that instant, my paradigm shattered. I walked out and called my father. I told him I would never again trade time for a paycheck. Because if that man, no sharper than any of us, could extract wealth from the world, then wealth was not reserved for the brilliant. It was reserved for those who understood the game. You see, strategy eats intelligence for breakfast. Most so-called smart people paralyze themselves in endless risk calculations, but the one who dares methodically, not blindly, wins. The overly intellectual man sees all the ways adventure could fail. The Machiavellian man asks only, "Can the consequences destroy me? If not, proceed." The great mistake of modern education is that it teaches men to analyze, not to act. Yet wealth follows those who move before others. Understand the terrain. You don't have to be a genius. You need to stay in the game long enough to accumulate strategic leverage, skills, relationships, and patience. Most wealth is accrued not through sudden brilliance, but by withstanding longer winters. The irony is that the less intelligent often take the boldest steps because they're not crippled by overthinking. The man too conscious of the storm never leaves the port. But Machiavelli would say, "It is better to act and repent than to hesitate and be devoured by time." And when I look at the most successful people I've met, I see something in common. Not intelligence, but emotional durability, a kind of dumb faith in the grind, coupled with the discipline to remain strategically consistent. I couldn't even use proper grammar when I first made money, but what I could do was endure boredom, embarrassment, and failure without quitting. This is the hidden truth. Intelligence without execution is impotence. It's better to be slightly naive, but unrelentingly active. Machiavelli observed that people judge more by appearances than substance. This principle governs modern business. Appear confident, stay consistent, and deliver value over time. The world begins to assume you belong, and eventually, it becomes true. Ask yourself not if you're smart enough. Ask if you're willing to remain in motion while others doubt, quit, or overthink, because money flows not to those who know more, but to those who risk more with less certainty. Risk, delay, and the strategic use of time. Wealth doesn't accumulate steadily. It arrives in sudden bursts after long droughts. The man who cannot survive the desert never reaches the oasis. Most people expect money to trickle in as soon as effort is applied, but effort in the real world is delayed currency. The work you do today pays you tomorrow or next year. In the early years of building my first company, I wasn't just earning slowly, I was hemorrhaging money. And yet, at my lowest point, when it seemed like collapse was inevitable, it all clicked. Revenue exploded from $0 to $7 million in 6 months. Why? Because compounding rewards the man who can endure silence longer than others can bear. This is what Machiavelli understood about power. Those who control time, control outcomes. Most men squander their patience by seeking early validation. But if you can delay gratification, your enemies, competitors, even friends will disqualify themselves. Discipline is its own elimination tool.